Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Acá nuevamente. En el día de hoy, o en el episodio de hoy de Entrevista Battlefield, estaremos hablando con alguien que fue bastante solicitado por la comunidad, quien es LevelCap, un youtuber bastante conocido entre la comunidad, actualmente uno de los que tiene más suscriptores en YouTube, para lo cual le pedimos que participara con nosotros en esta Entrevista Battlefield. So here we are with LevelCap. You're so far one of the biggest Battlefield YouTubers with the most massive amount of followers. How does that make you feel about the community?
Well, it makes me feel really good to have such a large YouTube channel, and because my YouTube channel focuses on educating and getting people better at the game, it makes me feel even better to know that there's such a big part of the community that's interested in actually improving their game, getting better at Battlefield, and just like learning every little nuance of the game. It's what I love about the game, and it makes me happy that there's a lot of other people out there that love that about the game as well.
How many followers do you have right now? Do you have like more than... I saw a video when you had, or you congratulated more than 300,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I think I have 400 and somewhere around 410,000 subscribers right now. It's been growing really fast recently, and I haven't even been able to keep up with the big milestones yet. I'm trying to do some special things for my followers, and I was thinking about doing a video perhaps on actual assault rifles in real life, because everybody knows that I break down the virtual guns and I know everything about the guns in the game, but they're like, hey, you haven't fired a real M4. So I think I'm going to do that pretty soon and record it and show that to my fans.
You have any sort of, like a roadmap for Battlefield 4 on your channel that you can share with us as some kind of sneak peek?
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of ideas that involve spectator mode with Battlefield 4. Because of the size of my channel now, I can kind of bring in some help with videos, and I'm thinking about having somebody follow us around on some of our videos, giving a third-person perspective of the action, and then editing in sort of an overhead view of the action going on as we're doing teamwork and stuff like that. I think it could make for a really cinematic experience.
We have these new features on Battlefield 4 as commander mode. Is there anything else, I don't know, that gets your attention from what has been announced so far about Battlefield 4?
Yeah, commander mode is something that I think is going to be one of those big things that everybody's very curious to see how it's going to play out when it comes out there. What I think I'm most excited for right now is the fact that we keep learning about new weapons. There was a little leak about a submarine. We get access to the gun on that ship in the Storm Island map, and so I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of new kind of commander abilities that are going to come with each map, and I'm really looking forward to see what those are. The China Rising sneak peek trailer showed us that little snippet of the bomber, so I'm thinking that's going to be a commander available ability, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what that looks like visually and how it plays out on the battlefield.
A while ago, like a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, you got invited to the presentation of Battlefield 4 back in E3 2013. What was your experience back then?
I was like really honored to have been invited to come see the sneak peek of Battlefield 4. EA puts on a really awesome party. They definitely pull out all the stops, and everything just looks great and nice. It was very cool to see the trailer in a giant high-def movie theater with extremely loud sound and explosions blowing up in your face. I thought it was great. Like, it really built the hype for me. I was super excited by that trailer, and it just hurt that the game was so far away at that time. And now I'm really excited that we're only a few months away.
Is there any a tip you can give to the regular player in order to get better?
Yeah, this is something that I address a lot on my channel, and this has to do with analyzing your gameplay. So it's not so much about like getting better at aiming, getting better at this or that. You have to look at every situation where you die and try and think about what you could have done to prevent that. I believe that every player out there has the knowledge to try and ascertain what they did wrong whenever they die. And if you can sort of nail that down and start working on those things that's getting you killed, then you can survive longer, and if you survive longer, you'll end up doing a lot more work on the battlefield.
Where did you start with Battlefield? Like, what got you into the franchise?
Well, I started with the very first Battlefield game, Battlefield 1942. At that time, I was heavily into shooters, and I, like many other people at the time, were looking for a shooter that brought a little bit extra into the mix. Everybody wanted vehicles, and there was a few games trying to do it, but none of them were really doing it right. And then I remember when the little teaser trailer for Battlefield 1942 that actually showed some gameplay of Wake Island, the very first map that came out with the Battlefield 1942 demo, and it just showed airplanes and jeeps and tanks and all of these things working together and blowing things away, and I was just absolutely stunned. I couldn't believe that there was a game doing this, and it just looked like everything I ever wanted from a shooter. So I was hooked on the trailer. As soon as the game came out, I was addicted to the game. I couldn't believe it was actually playing out the way it was advertised in the trailer. At that time, they often advertised a lot of really grandiose concepts, and then when the game actually came out, it was not quite as spectacular. But Battlefield 1942 delivered. It was as good as the trailer, and I've just been hooked to it ever since. And I've played every single PC title up till Battlefield 3, and I'll be addicted to Battlefield 4 as well.
What are your thoughts or hopes for the Latin American community now that EA is getting more into it and doing more stuff based on the Latin American community?
I think it's really exciting that EA is focusing more on the Latin American community. I know that there's a lot of really good competitive teams down there in any video game, but I know that they actually have some strong competition in the Battlefield series, and I would love to see that community grow, especially with esports, and the idea of the Latin American community getting bigger and potentially feeding into more of a global competitive community of Battlefield, I think could be really exciting. Thanks for watching this video, guys. It's been a pleasure, and if you want to check out my content, you can do that by going to youtube.com/LevelCap Gaming. That's LEVELCAP Gaming. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. All those links are on the YouTube channel. If you're looking to improve your game, that's what I have videos for, and I also have some pretty entertaining teamwork as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.
Queremos dar las gracias a LevelCap por participar con nosotros y a ustedes los esperamos en la próxima edición de Entrevista Battlefield.